Hello, my name is Cassandra Clark, and I'm with the OT and Advocacy team, and I am grateful to be the Java Champion Community Manager. And I'm joined today with one of our Java champions, David Blevin.
Blevins, yep.
Blevins, sorry.
Yep.
And I wanted to just kind of give people an idea of exactly what Java champions do, who you are, because you guys do so much for the community. So first question is, what do you do for your day job?
Sure. So I work in a small little startup called Tommy Tribe. I started it with other people in the open source community, and we support Apache Tommy, the app server that we also built. And so we have a good time just kind of going around and championing open source and Java in general.
Okay. And then what do you do? Obviously you're expert in the field. How do you give back to the community? Is it more through the open source?
Definitely. Well, a couple different ways. So traditionally, I started out in open source, and over the last, 10, 15 years, have progressed more towards encouraging people to do the same.
Okay.
And so, I started out making a little project called OpenEJB in 1999. And that later on got used into another app server called Geronimo. But I started to get involved in the JCP about 2004 in the EJB 3.0 expert group. And that has affected me quite a lot. And so I've done what I can to encourage people to do the same and to get involved in just Java in general at a standards level.
Okay.
Because things can change, and they do when people participate, and it's probably one of the most valuable things that you can do for yourself and for the community. And so, getting involved and giving to the community and giving to the standards makes you stronger, makes the ecosystem stronger, and everybody comes out the better. And so, I go around and travel a lot and talk at conferences like this, and I've seen a decent number of faces go from audience attendees to participants in the in the expert groups, and I think that's fantastic, and it makes me feel great when I see that. And so we also recently ran for a seat on the JCP to try and continue to do that at a much bigger level. So we're all in on the on the Java ecosystem, and it's fantastic. And we're really love to see it go forward and love to see new faces in there, because for something to last for 20 years, you got to have new blood.
Yes.
So you got to be out there encouraging new people to get involved and helping them, coaching them, and kind of helping them find their way in the door, because it's difficult.
Oh yeah.
It's difficult to try and get into standards and specifications and get to the whole community process. You can't just say it's open and then just expect people to show up. You've got to go out and you've got to encourage them to do so. You've got to show them examples of how they can do it, and then coach them and encourage them, and congratulate them, and give them accolades and thank yous when they do so. And it's a lot, but that's generally what I try to do to give the people the life that I've had.
Well, I'm sure we all appreciate that, and your contributions. You mentioned the vote. Is that still open? Is there somewhere where they can go to vote?
I don't know if the vote's open anymore. I think it's done.
Okay.
Probably by the time this is published, it will definitely be done.
Okay. Just curious.
But yeah, so if it is open, do vote. We're certainly happy to have the vote. But yeah, so it's pretty great. So we're blissful participants in this wonderful ecosystem. If I can go from a contributor on an open source project to helping to employ people who also want to contribute into standards, that just goes to show how much they give you more than you give them.
Right.
And it's a it's a good reason to try and be a champion, because and in your act of helping other people, you always, come out better as well. And so it's, champion is not a one-way thing, just like being a teacher, you're also a student.
Right.
It's very much one of those things.
Well, thank you so much again for all you do, and enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Thank you so much, Cassandra.